a huge believer that everything that you ever need, you can truly say it and talk it into existence. And what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm joined once again by Cindy. Cindy was here some weeks ago and we brought her back due to public demand. Cindy has quite a bit of questions that she wants to ask me, and I hope that you enjoy this video and you find it educative. If you have any question, please ask down below and we'll be able to get to them. So over to you, Cindy.
What's up, you guys? Once again, I'm here and I'm so happy. So I really want to know the public demand. Comment down if you wanted me back in this channel. So the questions I have for Patricia are literally I know she's done this before for people to get to know her better, but still the question in the same line for people to know her better, but now career wise, like who is she, when did she start her career, and all that up to where she is now. So I hope you guys will enjoy. I drafted this question. I hope she's not seen the question, so she'll just be speaking, but I hope it will go well. So first, are you ready?
Yes.
Always ready?
Always.
Born ready?
Born ready.
You know, the last time I was here also, I was also with questions.
Yeah, you are always coming with questions. You're always asking questions, which is a good thing.
All right. So let's get to know you first. So the whole thing is about you being a career woman, you being a mom, you being a spiritual warrior, and you being a director of a whole organization, and just you being a whole this system. Like, how do you manage all this? And you being around, like people being around you. So a lot of people are around you, people who work for you, people who are your friends, and you still manage to keep this relationship with the boundaries and placing each and every person where they belong. Like, this one is an employee, this one is from my spiritual, like all that,
from church,
from church, and you manage to like keep all this. So that's in line with what I'm literally going to ask. And so let me just start with my first question. In line with your career journey, what is your current role? And just tell us like other areas that you directly oversee in your day-to-day life.
Okay, so I have 3 jobs currently running. A lot of them are part-time, and I would not want to reveal where. You can go to my other profiles and you'll get to see them. But my main job right now is mostly around consultancy work. So I do a lot of consultancy around advocacy and policy work in Kenya and across the region. I advise on issues around reproductive health, primary health care, universal health coverage, gender-based violence, and all that. And I get a lot of advisor and consultancy and training roles around those areas. I have also founded a number of organizations. So the main one is TADA, but I have like 3 other businesses that I run other than the organization. So I lead the organization, and I also have other businesses where I also technically lead, I would say. But I am trying as much as possible to have people delegate most roles to other people. So they also do have managers, and so I just oversee as a leader and a founder. Yeah.
Okay, that's something I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then now coming to your previous role, and the one that most of people know you for, you are a policy, like
And
you've done,
advocacy
yeah, a
specialist.
specialist before. In I know in your previous role you are leading, you are the policy and advocacy lead. So how did you get to that, and how did that now become a passion, being
Okay.
that you studied law, you never went to law school, and now that became your passion?
Yeah. So I studied law. I graduated with Bachelor of Laws. I did not go to Kenya School of Law for the postgraduate diploma, just because early on from my judicial attachment, I knew I would never practice law. Like, it was just such a boring life. I don't actually understand how the people that do it actually do it. And it's not for me, but of course it's for someone else. So I do respect it. So from my judicial attachment days, I knew I would never practice law. And so when I was done, that was in my second year. When I was done, I kept on telling my dad that I would want to do something around advocacy, but work in the non-profit sector. I would not want to do the whole practice and all that. So when I finished my Form 4, I knew clearly that advocacy was where I was going to land. And because it was very, when I was done with my 4th year, like, advocacy was not like the hit thing as it is right now. I never had anyone who was an advocacy anything. I just knew, like, it's something I wanted to do, because I wanted to be proactive when it comes to policies and laws, and not be reactive. So I would want to be able to be part and parcel of creation of laws, creation of policies, ensuring they're implemented, rather than waiting for someone to violate them on the other side, so that I can be able to litigate on them. So when I came to my previous organization that I worked for before I launched into all this other work, I came in as a volunteer. I volunteered for a number of months, and basically I was just really practicing out my passion. I think that was the best place for me to be able to grow the way I did, because I was allowed the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to do, to be experimental, and to do all the things that I've always wanted to do. And for me, it was a dream. I think that was my dream job. I really, really thrived. I really grew. I was given so much opportunities. Like, the executive director of that organization gave me so many opportunities to be able to grow, to be able to travel, to be able to network, and that is something that I don't take for granted. So I grew in that space, and my passion for advocacy just kept on growing and growing. And so I was partly responsible for the creation of the Department of Advocacy and Policy, and I worked there for incredible 5 years that I can never take back. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of noise, sorry. All right. Okay, so that part, I want to connect it to the next question. Now, you've grown in this space, you've worked there for 5 years, and now this come a critical decision. You woke up and you felt, now I need to resign and go to the next level. Tell us a little bit about that, the decision to resign. What pushed you, and did you really have plans? Like, just give us a brief history about that.
Yeah, many people think I woke up and resigned. The backstory is I had thought about it for a while. I still believe that was the best position for me to have at that time, because I really grew, and it gave me so many opportunities to be able to be the person that I am today. But there's always that time that you feel it's enough. Like, I have done enough. There's nothing else I'm able to do. And for me, I got to a point where I felt like I could not grow any further than I had grown. I had started attracting a lot of, what is it called? Backlash, I think, from the colleagues in the sector, just because, like, when you rise up to a certain point, then part of what happens is there are people who really want that success, but then they don't know how to they don't know how to do it better than to pull people down. So within the organization, I had like a lot of support outside the organization, within the networks that we created. They started to, I think there's just something just came up. And for me, I believe, in someone who is deeply spiritual, I believe that when your time is up, chaos just begin to create itself. And so I decided maybe it was my time to leave. I didn't know how. I didn't know where I was going. Actually, I had applied for a number of jobs, but because my role was full-time, I could not take up some. So I declined a number. But then at this point, I had applied for some 2 roles. So I tendered my resignation. People don't believe this, but I didn't have a plan. My plan was to just sit and rest and think about what my next area was going to be, because I was just done. Like, I just felt everything that I was supposed to do, I had done. Everything that I had set out to do was complete, and there was nothing else I was going to add value on. So I just decided, I think it was just a decision that I felt it was time, but it's something that I had thought about for a while. And I think COVID also played a role in it. During COVID, I had a time to reflect and to think, and had a growing family, and my work was very demanding in terms of it had so much travel. And I was just thinking, I had a newborn. I was like, was this the life that I really wanted at that phase of my life? Because I really wanted to create and grow a family, and that really was conflicting. So I just woke up one morning, resigned, and gave 2 months notice, which is more than my contract was anticipated, and then I left. Yes.
Okay, that's understandable. And I know the question that a lot of people will ask is, will you leave your career that you enjoy so much without a backup plan? You know, so you've partly answered that.
Yeah, I think that varies. I would not advise anyone to leave their job without a backup plan. Of course, I had like the support of my husband, and I just had a very strong support system around me, so it was very easy for me. I know it's not a luxury that everyone can have, and so I don't say it to say everyone must do it, but I know your gut feeling always tells you when it's done, when it's time to be able to move on. And for me, like, it was time for me to move on. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's clear now. And I think I also know that a lot of the questions I'm asking are a lot of like what people have also been like asking in their head. So you are like answering a lot of people's question. All will not have like time with you to ask you directly.
So thank you so much for watching. If you have watched until now, please subscribe to this channel. Please like, share this content, and comment. If you are a returning subscriber, please consider watching other videos as well, or if you're just a newbie, welcome to this channel once more if you're new, and I hope content that is here is empowering to you and is able to inspire you. Until next time, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye.